What's cooking, folks? Vermillion Phoenix here, and today I'm jumping into some more Orcs Must Die Unchained. This time, we are going to be visiting the gates of Thuricvod with Midnight. There we go. And so we're going to be changing a few things up here. Definitely not going to be using that. We're going to bring the arrow wall, and that will be pretty much it for the traps. If you want, you could just ditch the arrow wall and bring like a BGH Ballista, but it's really only going to be good in a couple of situations. It will be able to save you from having to deal with the unstable rifts though, but we're playing Midnight, so yeah. Gonna go for some combo heavy traits and then these two discounts. Probably not going to use the ice vent too much, but we'll see.
Training time is over. Time to kill.
Alright, we're in. So, around the rear of the stage, what I usually like to do is place my second guardian. Up front, I used to basically always place the priest guardian. Now that I have the Stablehand, I think he's pretty solid there too. Although, because of the ice affinity bonus that you can get, or the ice elemental damage bonus, because everything here is weak to ice damage, or at least the majority of things are. I think that's a pretty solid choice as well. Right, let us make sure that, whoa, can I move that in a bit? Yeah, it looks like I can. Oh, not that way.
Building a better mouse. Or trap.
Okay, so that should be pretty solid. Once this is over, I can place another Haymaker and probably a ceiling Ballista too. Though the Ballista isn't super needed until after we get the rear gates opening.
They've broken through a gate.
That should earn me some glory.
And if anything, the Haymaker is worth its weight in gold just because of all of the crazy physics animations it produces. They just look nuts. Alright, we're going to try to build this out a little bit early. Alright, that's where it is. Boom, and then we'll put a floor Scorcher right behind that, and we should be good to go. Now, of course, which one of these guys you get here will heavily depend on how you interact with this wave. Not that big a deal. It's never a bad idea to let them group up here either. Go ahead, go invisible just so that we can murder the crap out of these guys.
Look out! Our defenses have been breached again.
This will be their end.
Oh, this is a bit too far in. I should have been actually about right here. So I'll sell this one during the next go break. Alright, that was a pretty nice multi-kill, I think. My money got trapped. Okay. Main thing here is to just make sure that nothing really gets... Yeah, that's about right. Nothing really gets behind you from those traps. As long as that's the case, you should be fine. And the Haymaker will throw off just about everything that actually matters.
An unstable rift is opening. It must be destroyed.
Okay, where is it? Over here? I think it always... Well, no. There's a chance that it can appear in the rear. That first unstable rift should only be like maybe 2 fire ogres though, so really not that big a deal. Just going to take the Samuel Right armor to decrease our chances of dying in the future. Of course, with the Stablehand there, things like speed from Nimble as Knight aren't really worth it. Alright. Go ahead and lightning ring while we have the time. I can probably run through here, heal up, and still have enough time to get back before that buff even wears off. And there we go. Of course, one guy managed to make it back there. He should get murdered by the Guardian. Thank you, Guardian. And now we're going to head back here, and because of my trap setup being discounted through parts and using relatively few traps, I have quite a bit of gold to place back here. I'm going to do it something like this. And then in front of that, we're going to do that, and of course, arrow walls. Alright. Now, once that's done, we're going to pretty much blanket the interior of this room with as many arrow walls as legally possible. Okay, so I should move this entire setup back about 1 unit. And that will allow me to do quite a bit. Alright, there we go. Definitely want to make sure that all the fire mages are extra dead. Gonna grab Poison Paw. Alright, can we move back here? I don't care about losing any coin there. Whoa, nope, alright, I missed one. Oh well.
If I were there, I'd tread lightly.
Okay, so let's do that. This. And there, okay. Unstable Rift is up front. That setup should hold them pretty well. Either way, I have enough time to come up here, kill that, and yeah, everybody is pretty much dying. And that still died because armor doesn't protect against elemental damage, folks. Probably would have been much better off. Yeah, they'll do that. If you don't manage to kill them all here, then the firelings will likely just blow up here, and it's not too big of a deal, but it will cause you some issues. I can actually place one more of these right here, and then they're good for that. So most of the side is good. What I did not do back here yet was actually this. And then you can line the inside with a few Ballista. The Ballista will basically shred anything that goes through here. They'll be on fire, they'll be slow. Eventually we'll have like 8 of them in there. So it's a ton of burst damage. It's really good. Alright, so we have our fire set up here. Now there's a couple other things. You can build some damage going down this way and lace this entire area up with arrow walls, but it'll be important to get some ballistas out front for the enemies that'll be coming through there soon. Oh, let me not have to deal with that right now. Let them come through and do what they want. Because of the pathing, nobody's really going to try to do anything too crazy. Ooh. All of the effects happening from the Poison Paw does seem to cause a bit of lag sometimes. Okay.
Struggling makes it more fun.
Okay, they're pretty much done. Let me go ahead and do the front ballista now, just to make sure that I won't have any issues later on. Where did that arrow come from? Somebody missed the Guardian? That's pretty bad aim, guys.
Don't want to slip on all this blood.
Okay, so all those enemies being up here and being summoned last usually means they want you out here. Let me not do that one. And yes.
If I were them, I'd tread lightly.
Unstable rift is opening. Quick, destroy it.
Ability to kill pretty much allows you to get away with face tanking a lot of things that you normally would not be able to with Midnight. her HP pool still isn't large enough that it becomes OP, which is why the heal percentage per kill seems so large. If this was someone like Hogarth, they probably couldn't even get away with 1% HP restoration per kill. But he does kill a bit slower.
Commune with the darkness.
All right. All right. So once you get towards the last few waves, the main thing you're going to want to focus on is the fact that large enemies will be coming through now.
This will be their end. Ooh, wow, gotta watch my tail. Building a better mouse. Or trap.
You won't see it on this wave, at least not in the beginning, but they're going to start sending out some fire ogres on the corridors that are up front. And those are where you run into your problems. They can't be knocked down via the physics abilities, and they also take up quite a bit more damage from the various traps.
The boss minion has entered the battlefield.
Then there's this. And I guess guidance kind of your warning.
The boss minion has been taken down.
Like if you're not ready for it now, you never will be. Thank you. Alright, so 4 ballistas on each side should be much more than enough.
This was.
Watch out! An unstable rift is opening. Get to it and destroy it.
Yep, don't care. These guys aren't really anything significant with the amount of damage that
It must be destroyed.
can be pumped out from that setup.
I deserve.
And our heroes destroyed the unstable rift. And there was much rejoicing. We have destroyed the unstable rift.
And here's what I meant about stuff before. Now we have these guys showing up. Now if you want to make it absolutely safe, if you have a stunning accumulator in your haymakers, you can place another one of those about right here. I think it's the area where there's this, yeah, plain wall right in front of that. And you're pretty much golden. Alright, got a minute and a half for our final wave.
Made it to the final wave.
They like making the final waves a bit longer, Rift Lord, though, so make sure you murder everything as quickly as you can. The main attraction here is going to be this sort of fake out with all the fast minions. So if you don't have slows set up or traps that are able to catch fast minions
A boss is
with pretty good accuracy, you are going to have some issues with this wave. Of course, the enemies grouping up and getting murdered by physics or
boss defeated.
pretty much everything else that I've built here so far will make it pretty easy. Now there's going to be a few enemies that likely will get through here. They should be caught by the second set of physics traps. Ooh, but they actually got through much better than I expected them to. Okay. Firelings are never an issue because they do 0 rift points. Whoop. I don't need anything else here. But fire mages can always
We killed it, like I killed
kill you in a few shots if you're anybody but Hogarth or Bianca. So be extra careful about those. And there you go. Okay. So it looks like we'll probably be leveling up soon too, which is really nice. But that is going to be gates. Now with that setup, I actually deal more damage with the traps than I do with Midnight, which is pretty solid. It's always good when the traps are doing more work than you. But yeah, the map itself isn't particularly too difficult. There's a few other strategies that you can use to sort of delay enemies and give you more time to deal damage. But they're really not necessary for the Rift Lord version of the map. But if you were to get it in Chaos Trials, then they would become useful then. Either way, I've already done the Temple Graveyard with Midnight. So the map that we'll be looking to go into after this is actually going to be Highlands, which she should be pretty good in because she's fast and that's a large map. Either way, I'll catch you guys in the next one, and I sincerely appreciate you for watching this. Like, it means a lot to me when you guys actually, leave comments saying you learned something or you enjoyed it, or, you see something in a way that you didn't before. And, it's pretty much an additional reason for me to make the videos besides just me liking the game. But, as always, thank you, and until next time, have a good one, folks.